everybody? This is Lightman Novrin. Long time no see. I got a new setup. A lot of crazy things have happened. That's why I haven't been able to record in like a million years. I wanted to do a Shadowman collection and information update because I haven't done this since 2015. Now we're in 2021, so there's a lot to talk about. Catching up since the 2015 video, I own the Dreamcast game now. I've played probably over half of it. It's basically the PC version, which you can get on Steam. The only thing that's slightly worse about it is the audio cuts in and out randomly throughout the stages. It doesn't gradually fade into the next map like it does on the N64, but overall, if you're not PC Master Race like myself and you just want to play it on a console, try to find a Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast. They're about $60. And I got this game for like $15. You can probably find it cheaper on eBay. I still need Shadowman comics for the 1992 series. I'm missing like some of them from the beginning and some of them from the end. So I still never found those since the last video. In all of that time, I found almost all of them. This is the 1992 Jack Boniface comics. I either got them from Amazing Action Comics, which is the local comic shop that was mentioned when I very first found it. I've been going there probably 100 times since I mentioned that in that video. And vintage stock, various locations of vintage stock, and then very, very little from mycomicshop.com, which I still kind of sort of buy stuff from. It's been probably like 3 years since I have. So, while trying to find those, I found the 2013 super awesome artwork. Definitely blows away the 1992 and kind of sort of blows away the 1996, 1997, even though I like that art style. So I have some of these, and it's kind of hard to find them. See, they all say like $4 on them from vintage stock. They were like buy one or buy two get one free when they do that sale like once a month. So I've got a bunch of these. These actually start off, since I don't have them in order, I've only read some of them, but really I'm kind of scared to read them. But I guess I could just read them out of order. I like this one. It looks like a video game cover. So basically these start off with, you learn about the brother and the sister and the dad. The mom died in childbirth, and all the people shun the brother and sister. I guess they're twins. And the dad knows magic. The twins grow up and they eventually want to learn magic, and they don't know why everybody in town hates them. The dad starts doing those old tattoos with the hammer, and he starts hammering their back and their head. They have all these intricate tattoos, which are the Veve marks, like in Haitian voodoo, which are also in the Shadowman game. That's what those tile things are on the ground that you smash with the calabash thing. So those markings, once I saw the markings, then that confirmed that I knew who the character was. The dude is Master Dark, which is the main villain in the 1992 series. He's not in the game, and he's not really super in the 1997 comics. So Jack Boniface, arch nemesis, Master Dark. Master Dark has his own spin-off comic as well in the 90s. No, I don't have it. Yes, I still want to read that one. So basically, he learns that him and his sister were just pawns to get the dad so they could all form together and learn the magic because of their strength, and they could evolve and go into like a different dimension or whatever. Basically, the dad backstabbed him, and he turned him into just his pawns so he could learn whatever kind of secret thing he was trying to learn. So in that process, the sister dies because she was supposed to be the one to travel to the other world. It does not say the world's called Deadside. I forget what it's called. Forget the game on this so far, so I always want to compare it to the game. So the sister can go to the other world, but the brother has to stay there as the anchor, and the dad is the stronger with the magic, but with all three of them together, that's how they do it. So the sister ends up dying. Master Dark's like, "You've betrayed me, Dad." He just like totally rips the dad in half. The dad's dead, obviously. And then he tries to bring the sister back to life. That's all I've read on it. That's the first issue. So That's what that is. So I was confused on these. These are 2013. I have 2 volumes of this one called Shadowman End Times. These are 2014. This is a completely different series. It still follows him, but it's a different story. I don't know much about this. If you know anything about this, write in the comments. I've heard a little bit of people talk about it, but I guess I just have to read it for myself to know what's going on. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention, we're going to talk about Nightdive Studios, and that is a company that brings back retro games from the 90s, cleans it up, polishes it up, maybe smooths out the polygons, things like that, makes it to where you're not playing it on a CRT TV, you're playing it on actual HD monitor or HD TV or whatever. So we're going to talk about Turok 2 Seeds of Evil for the Nintendo 64. This came out in 1998, 1999, somewhere around there. It's also ported onto the PC, so that would have been Windows 98. I would assume the PC version's better. This game is made by Acclaim. It's the same game that Shadowman is made by, the acclaimed Test Side Studios. They're defunct, and they no longer exist. They died out in the 90s. Long story short, they're gone. But Nightdive Studios really liked that game, and they wanted to bring it to modern day. So this is first-person shooter, shooting dinosaurs, whatever. Turok's based off of the Valiant comics in the 90s as well, just like Shadowman. So they did release it for the Switch. It's a physical copy and it's a digital copy, and it's $20, at least on here it is. It's also on the Xbox One. I'm not sure if it's physical disc for that, but it's for sure on the digital store. No, it's not for PlayStation, to my knowledge. And I think it's on Steam, but I don't know if it's this one or if it's the old one. This is 2019 Turok 2 for the Switch, 2018 Turok 2 on the Xbox One, and then the original game, this one, is 1998 on Nintendo 64. So, hopefully Nightdive Studios will bring back Shadowman. I know a lot of stuff has been lost over the years, most notably the NVIDIA version, kind of like the NVIDIA graphics cards, which is long gone in the deleted files in the backlog or whatever. That one was the one that was equal to, if not slightly better than the PC version. So, with today's hardware, they could at least make it HD. There is rumors going out right now that they wanted to add some of the deleted stages, which would be Marco's Yard. Marco, one of the 5 serial killers, it would be him, which was supposed to be the Mojave Desert. He's supposed to be like a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the movie with Johnny Depp. Like that type of setting, but make him like a serial killer with all the other 4 serial killers that are listening to Legion and trying to bring about the apocalypse. So it wasn't supposed to be Marco in the prison. That was just to cut more stages so they could cram it on a tiny little N64 cartridge and PS1 and Dreamcast disc. So hopefully that's going to be in there. The sound director, musician, composer Tim Haywood, he's currently writing some new music for the game, for the missing levels and or to add to the existing game. He's not going to say 100% because that would be spoilers, which we want to see it for ourselves to begin with. So, we're hoping with Nightdive Studios and with Tim Haywood, that's the only 2 people that I'm talking to and or hearing everybody talk to, and I'm chiming in on the Shadowman Facebook group, which I'm still a part of. That's like the only reason I never even left Facebook, because I love that group so much. I've been in there for way too long. So, that's what's going on with that. We're really hyped for this. They very first mentioned this, I want to say, in the middle of 2020. It's been thrown around, where's the remake, where's the remake? We've been talking about where's the remake for years. And it's kind of, do you want a complete remake of the game, or do you want a remaster of the game? The only thing we've really seen is everything I just said, plus the other Valiant comic book hero, Bloodshot, There was a movie that came out. I still haven't seen it yet. It came out, I want to say, 5-6 months ago. That's Vin Diesel, and he's Bloodshot. So I don't know if that one was any good. I don't even think it was in theater, since nothing's in theater right now. I think it just went straight to digital and DVD and 4K and all that. So let me know if that's any good. I'm not really going to base anything on that. I'd rather base the Shadowman game remaster on Nightdive Studios redoing Turok 2. Tangent, I never could find the comic that was Shadowman's debut appearance, which is the XO Man of War comics. So if anybody has that, let me know. I'm still looking for it. There's a 3-part series, comic books, called Shadowman Deadside. And it's written by Paul Jenkins, and the art's by Ashley Wood. Ashley Wood's the same guy that does the artwork for the 1997 Molecular Raw comics. This follows a guy who obviously dies and goes to Deadside called Billy Rubin. So, I don't know anything about those comics, because that's the ones, I think I mentioned it in my 2015 video. There's no way to obtain all of them, because one of them is always worth like $50 and you can't find it. You could probably read it on digitally on Comixology if you subscribe to them. I think they're like $5 a month or something ridiculously cheap. But if you're like me and you want to have hard copy, that would be for hard copy is going to be for collectors with that series, and then just wanting to read it to know what the heck's going on. The art looks awesome, because it's still Ashley Wood's art. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. Comic book artists of all time. So, that was my update. Let me know if you guys want to see anything. Sorry for being gone for so incredibly long. It's really hard to have consistency with everything that's going on right now, and my household and my job and everything. So, just let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. This is Enlightenment and Noverin again. I do have a Redbubble page under Tristessa333. You can get various designs that I have drawn on t-shirts and stickers and pins and dresses and really crazy stuff like shower curtains and blankets and stuff like that. I update it every now and then. All the designs are my own artwork, unless it's fan art. And you can go and check that out, and I always have that up, and I appreciate you if you do. Thank you very much.